unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people, this is your boy Martin G, a.k.a. The Crime Chaser. I am live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. Come on in. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful. We're on late tonight, and I got a question, and I need an answer. I need an answer. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth. And what? And shame the devil. I love being black. All right, all right. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I know it's late tonight, people. I've been busy. I got a new schedule, so I can just come when I can. But I'm here. I'm here. All in one piece. I'm here. Let's see if I can put these on. Nah, I'm here. Your boy Martin G is here. Yo. Well, whop now. All right. I'm here. I appreciate you guys. I'll tell you, it's just good to be online, and it's really good to be online. But before we can get started, I need you guys to hit the like button, hit the share button. I don't care if you're on Twitter X, Facebook, YouTube, whatever platform that you choose to use to watch me on. Please share, like, comment, tag. And we're talking about the unrest in L.A. And I want to know your thoughts. We're going to have a call in tonight. The phone lines are up and running strong, and I don't want a long story, but I want to steal a story. I want to steal a story that I talked to Mr. Bill. A lot of you are familiar with Bill on this live, and Bill said, he asked a question. He said, Martin, let me ask you a question. I said, go ahead. Y'all know I ain't too fond of questions, but I do answer them. He said, if I come in your house, you invite me in your house. Other words, if I invite you in my house over for a barbecue to eat and, have some different drinks and smoke, whatever, and I'm entertaining you, and I tell you that I'm shutting down, it's time for everyone to leave, and you get upset and you start tearing up my house, destroying my property, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? Talk to me. Talk to me. What would you do if someone that you invited over for a barbecue or for dinner or for drinks or movie night or something, and they start, and you ask them to leave, and they just start tearing up everything in your apartment, in your place, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? All right. What would you do, people? Violet, I see you. We just got off the phone, man. Violet talking. We just got off the phone. I ain't even tell her I was going live. Now, I'm asking a question, y'all. Now, it's just a simple question. You invite Martin Johnson over for the barbecue. Now, you tell Martin, I'm ending the barbecue. It's time for you to leave now. And I get upset. And I just start destroying your property, throwing dishes, pots, turning over tables, breaking lamps, doing all types of things. What would you do? What would you do? That's what I want to know. What would you do? Somebody call in. Call in and please don't be long-winded. Please don't be long-winded. What would you do if you invite me over to the barbecue? You feed me, you gave me drinks, you gave me food, your hospitality was great. Then you told me that, Martin, the party's over. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. All the company guests leave. And I get upset. I knock your cell phone out of your hand. I turn the tables up. I throw the dishes on the floor. I sling the garbage all around your house. I just totally disrespect your house. What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? What would you do? All right. Now I need you guys to call in. And the reason why I said that, look at the immigrants. Some of you call them illegals. Some of you call them humans. A lot of them were invited into this country. They gave them resources, money, health care, and all these things. Now they're saying, hey, we don't want you here anymore, and the party's over with. Now they get upset. They start burning up cars. They start burning flags. They start blocking traffic. What's your thoughts? Somebody call in and talk to Martin Johnson tonight. Come and talk to me. Where are you? Where art thou? Call in 872-299-0808. Where art thou? Come on in, people, come on in. And I promise you, I want to hear it. Now, wrong with internet access, okay. Call police first, laying hands on folks, okay. Hey, MJ. All right. Come on in, people. Excuse me. Excuse me. Now, come on in. I need some call. I need some interaction tonight. I don't want no one to say that I'm being biased or I'm being prejudiced, but I'm asking a question. I'm born and raised here in America, and you burn up the flag. And I was just supposed to stand there and don't say anything or anything. The flag that represents the United States of America. What's going on, people? Talk to me. Somebody said it's freezing. I hope I'm not freezing. It's freezing. Check your internet. Oh yeah, they don't want to talk about the LA unrest. All right, we got some callers. We got a caller. They're freezing alive, y'all. They freezing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all got to bear with me. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. The Unrest in L.A. Go to YouTube. Sergeant, are you there yet? They freezing. Sarge. All right, Sergeant. Mr. Sarge. And if you're looking at me where I'm talking, I'm asking you a question, Sarge, and I need you to answer it. If you invite me to Georgia or whatever part of Georgia you live in, and you show me a good time, you say, well, Martin, hey, there's one room, you can stay here for a couple of days, and you feed me, you show me around town, and we have discussions. But now you tell me, Martin, okay, you have to leave now. I get upset. So what I do is I start throwing dishes around. I start turning tables upside down. I start want to fight with you and argue with you. What would you do? What would you do?
Hey, well, dial 911.
All right, you kick me out. All right, now let
I
me.
mean, yeah, but let the police do it. Now, you talk about all the stuff at L.A., right?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you what people don't understand. Now, you have went to them protests and you seen everything that they was using was already there. It was already staged.
Mm-hmm.
You know them folk getting paid to do that. That's not spontaneous. You know what the real illegals are? They hiding because they ain't trying to get deported. Them folk that's doing that mess are American citizens that was born here and everything. All right? They're getting paid to act the fool out there.
Mm.
Yeah. Those aren't illegal immigrants out there burning the American flag and waving the Mexico flag. Since when you seen a Venezuelan waving a Mexican flag? See?
Okay. Now, so their time is up in this country. Trump said he's sending ICE. And I got to say it, people, don't be mad at me what I'm about to say. I'm going to tell the truth. I see a lot of black people in private and in public, especially politicians, going hard for the migrants, the illegal immigrants. They're going hard for them, but they would never go hard for somebody that looks like me.
Hello.
I'm telling you, and I'm not just picking on a Democrat. I'm not just picking on a Republican. I said politician, to whom it may concern. Go ahead, bro.
Think about this. You remember the Rodney King riots?
Mm-hmm.
Where was Maxine Waters? Didn't see it at all, did you?
Okay, hold up, brother. If I'm freezing, that means you need to go to YouTube. YouTube, Martin G. Johnson, YouTube. You'll still see me up there. If I'm freezing, YouTube. It's not freezing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the Facebook is kind of acting silly. It keep going signal in, signal out for some reason.
My internet bill is paid, so I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. But Maxine Waters wasn't nowhere to be found. You had Laquan McDonald when he got gunned down in Chicago. Where were all them black politicians? Crime foul. And that ain't that long ago now. See, and I tell people all day long, look, I'm a straight shooter. I'm gonna say what it is, and not try to make it what I want it should be to be. I'm not doing that there. See. This one here kicking up all this dust over some Mexicans, but ain't doing that for the black folks that voted her and the rest of them congressional black caucus Democrats in on Capitol Hill. And if you notice, if you look at the ones that, you don't see AOC out there, do you? Ain't she one of them?
I'm not sure. They said YouTube is freezing too, y'all.
Yeah, Cortez. AOC, Cortez. Yeah, she's one of them. Hispanic. Is she not? Yeah, don't see her out there, though, saying the damn thing. It's like, Yeah. It's a trip, And what they don't understand is they're actually doing the Republican Party a favor. Because if you look at least with the black men, they're acting like Richard Pryor And that movie, Which Way Is Up, was like, that ain't none of your concern. That's Twinston Mexicans and white folk.
Now,
see, like Paul Mooney said.
Let me say,
they
brother.
Got their
let me say this, in all fairness. They're not talking about the white immigrants, the white South Africans, the what are those that came over here too? It wasn't the Polish that came over here. What was the name of them? Ukrainians. The Romanians, Ukraine. Yeah. No one's just talking about them.
Whatever it was, yeah.
I mean,
they got a pass.
Okay, listen. Let me just say, the white South Africans, you don't hear about them standing in a hotel. You don't hear about them begging somebody for a job, or Ukrainians. None of that. None.
But it's only 59 of them, but yeah, but that's the thing, Martin. See, it's all game. See, they doing all their little woo. It's a trip. Now, see, like Paul Mooney, I think I tagged you in this little piece I did, taking different pieces from here and there. Paul Mooney was like, the Mexicans, they got their ninja wake-up call. Banged his mic on his hand. Wake up, ninja. So, see, they was running around here thinking they was white.
Well,
they found out.
Well,
they ain't.
On paper, they are white, but in public, they're brown. That's how they play both sides.
It was they was thinking they was special because they could claim white on paper. Well, they got their ninja wake-up call. It's like, you ain't.
Yeah,
and Paul Mooney said that in 2007. He said, California, from his comedy routine, Cleopatra was black, know your history. He said, this within the first 15, 20 minutes of that concert. He's like, only in California will you see Mexicans say, yes, I know I'm illegal and I know my rights. Take your hands off me.
But I'm just saying,
anywhere else,
hold it, Sarge.
New York, somewhere, to be like,
whoa. Hold it. Hold it. 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. I need you guys to call in. This is not a Martin Johnson and Sarge show. I need you guys to participate. Please participate. We're asking you to call in 872-297-6389 or 872-299-08. Okay? I'm asking you guys to come on in. Come on in. My battery running low. Yeah, come on in. Come on in. All right, come on in. If you're freezing, go to YouTube. All right. All right. So if someone come to your house or you invite them to your house and they don't want to leave, they start being disruptive, aggressive, verbal abusing, being physical, destroying property. What will you do? We got a new caller coming in, and I got to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
We got another caller.
Me too, Martin, like I said. Oh, okay. I just want to get one little quick one out.
Hurry up.
Like I said.
You had the show all by yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah. Rodney King, Maxine Waters was nowhere to be found. So all these black women talking about something.
Go ahead.
I know, but all these black women talking about Auntie Maxine be this. No, she don't. Not for nobody black, especially a black man.
Okay. All righty. We got another caller. Welcome, caller. 3268. Welcome. What are your thoughts and comments?
What's going on, Martin? It's Roosevelt.
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt. How are you?
Oh, good. Hey, Sarge.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Roosevelt. Mr. Roosevelt, let me ask you the question. This is the question of the day, which I stole it from Bill. If I come to your house, Mr. Roosevelt, if you invite me to your house or to a party, and you treat me with great hospitality, you feed me, you whatever I want, relax and all that. And then you say, okay, now, Martin, it's time for you to leave now. Time for you to go. All of a sudden, I get hostile. I start pouting, pacing back and forth, destroying things around your house because I don't want to leave.
Oh, I'd have to physically put my hands on you, then throw you out. That's what I'd be doing.
Okay. Now, I'm comparing that to the illegals that are protesting. There are some protesting, and they say they have rights.
No, they don't. They shouldn't. No illegal should have rights because, first of all, we could not, me or you or Sergio, Bill or whoever, could not go over to Mexico and do that. We couldn't go to Guatemala and do that. We couldn't go to Venezuela, Thailand, China, any other foreign country and get away with the kind of stuff that they're getting away with here right now. This is the only place that any stinking, ugly, dirty piece of trash can just come over and just make themselves at home and just do and say whatever, and no one ever does or says anything. Matter of fact, you got a whole lot of stupid Americans, even stupid, ignorant, low-down black people who's up there trying to defend them and take up for them. Because I had a friend of mine ask me the other day, well, a whole lot of them, they come over here, they work hard, and, they have children and everything here. What about their children? I said, well, when they get kicked out, they can take little Jose and Jorge and Maria and Graciela along with them, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I went there because we cannot be in any foreign country without the proper paperwork. Now I can understand it if you're coming over here like for a better life or whatever it is, but if you could come over here and made your home here, if you're here, I mean, get your stuff together. Try to go about like getting it, but you shouldn't be. No, I would even give you up to a year. But you shouldn't be here no 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years and still haven't even registered to even be a legitimate citizen and doing it all the wrong way. And then when you're challenged on it, then, or you're protesting. Now, how stupid is this? You're protesting with Mexican flags, your country, Mexico, Guatemala, Venezuela. It's an automatic. Asshole. I wish I could say the other word, but I'm on Martin's show, so I'm going to be respectful.
Well, you're in America, you can say
it. No, I have respect. So, you want to get away from it, so what are you still waving the flag of your whole country for and bringing the American flag of where you want to be? If that is not the utmost highest amount of disrespect, I don't even know what is. All of them need to be locked up. And anybody else what I would do, any American who supported them, I would make up some kind of false file or whatever, saying that this American who supported them is from another country. And when they get sent back, the American can go over there and get sent back and get kicked out the country too. That's how I would do it. Because that's what needs to happen. All of these people are something protesters saying that the person that they want to talk about is that they got rights. You shouldn't have any rights if you're not a legitimate citizen and been over here all this many years and haven't even registered to even get the proper documentation. You just here, you just sitting here, you just living here. That's what makes
what about the ones that have done that and they lost
hold it, sweetie.
That he took it away.
Hold it. I'll answer that question real quick. You got to go back. You got to go back and do it right.
Listen.
You got to do it right.
6843. I'm going to give you your time to speak. Let us be polite. Okay, let's have Martin. Order. Let's roll. Let's in order.
I just want to
respect them.
He's saying
but hold it. Listen. I'm asking. Listen. You're not going to overtalk me. You're not going to overtalk me. This is a sensitive subject.
You,
okay, but I'm just saying. I need you to hold it. Okay. I just need you to hold it. I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you your space to talk. Okay. I promise you.
Yeah,
all right.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Roosevelt. Wind it down. All right.
I'm about to land my plane. So, Martin, to answer your question, that's how I feel is something. How these ignorant, low-down criminal pieces of trash are going to come over here and act like they got more. And the worst thing is, and the government plays along with it, they got more rights sometimes almost than me and you. How they could come over here and get link cards full of money and all of this other kind of stuff, and we can't. People can't hardly get anything. I mean, so. So if they want to come over here and just act ungrateful and all of this kind of stuff after America has welcomed them in or something, they need to get the heck up out of here and don't need to come back. As a matter of fact, there's something, put cases on all of them. Matter of fact, I would say anybody who's arrested in any one of these raids needs to be shipped and held over in Guantanamo Bay and tortured. That's the way I feel about it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, 6843. All right.
All right, thank you,
respect
Marty.
the host.
Brother Roosevelt, and sorry, that was really good. I think about it. I understand what they're saying. I do. However, as being African American, being torn away from our families and doing everything, I just have empathy and sympathy for those people from what I'm seeing on the TV. 4-year-olds getting taken away from their parents and everything. You can say, "Oh, please," all you want to, but then you understand when they're done with that, where's their attention going? Your 14th Amendment and all that is trying to be taken away from. I understand what you're saying. Like, I can't knock on your door. It's like they're squatter laws. They're doing squatter laws. I get it. I understand that. However, if you go on and you just rounding them all up in the TPS people, the people that was actually giving or going through or doing the things the correct way, why are you sending them out the country? It's not right. We cannot be ignorant or just ignore what we're seeing going on. It's a Gestapo. It's like we're really looking at Nazi Germany and we're not saying anything. If you can say, "Oh, please," you want to, but you do have some Americans and people that's going over there. We cannot say. I understand your passion about those who should not be here, who didn't do the things the right way. But what about those that say, "Listen, I meet up with my officer. I go this every day," but they're saying that they put me out the country. We have to understand.
You got to go too. You got to go. You got to go.
Hold it, Roosevelt.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. No, Martin. Let them ask me questions. That's fine. So what about
hold it. Wait a minute. I'm the host. Now I want to hear both sides. I see that you on the other side. He's on one side. I don't have a problem with that. So what I'm just saying is you don't have a 14th or First Amendment if you're not a citizen in this country. You're invited or you're here illegal. I just want to say
Martin,
that.
Martin, are we in the Constitution?
Huh?
Martin, are you actually as a black person, are you in the Constitution?
Yes, I am now.
Or was it amendment?
Yes, we are.
By what amendment, right?
We are.
Yes, we are. We are in the Constitution. We have a right to vote.
We're in there.
By
They're not.
amendment. But if the amendment is,
right.
That's like they switched it. But if they're going to take that amendment away, wouldn't it harm us?
But it's not. Listen. First of all, hold on.
All I'm saying is that we need to watch what we're seeing.
Ma'am, let me just say this. I'm gonna let you talk. No. I don't like saying people's names all the time. I like nickname you. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. All right. Let me just say this: that if America have a right to deport under the Obama administration, Democrats, he has deported more immigrants, illegals than any other president.
But nobody said nothing.
Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything. A Democratic president. What's the right way? If you listen, first of all, there's no right. Listen, let me say this: if you invite me into your home and you ask me to leave, and I'm procrastinating, you're going to take measures. You're going to take another step of force and put me up out of your house.
What if I put before you a lease? And I said, you know what?
That's not what I said. Hold on. First of all, that's not what I said.
I gave you a lease.
No. I'm not talking about no lease. Regardless, the landholder can break the lease. This the landholder just talking. Who makes the rules?
Contract.
That's
the contract.
Listen, well, whatever you know that the white man, whatever he had so many treaties with the Indians, he broke them all. So you go. Hold on. I want to say this. Hold on.
People to understand.
No, you ain't listen. This is not about black people. This is not about black people. We're talking about illegal immigration, and I'm talking about Foundation Black Americans. That's what I'm talking about, because there are some black people that are immigrants in this country. You got Haitians, Jamaicans, Belizeans, and all that. They got to go to. Listen, the same law applies for all, and I love black people. I'm just being honest. If America say they don't want you over here anymore, you got to respect. They the landowners. They don't know.
I get that, but I understand what you're saying. But remember, at the same time, he's saying we don't want no immigrants, but they're flying lily white immigrants that's with a part of apartheid to our country.
We don't want them either.
But listen, we don't have the power to put them out. Right?
No, white folks have the power. White folks,
they're not getting smoke bomb. They're doing it. They actually get be paid for their over here.
So you telling me, here's a person that's not here illegally and burning the flag, burning up police cars and all that, and we supposed to be nice to them? Wait. No, I'm speaking of figure speech, but let me go. Hold on, let me go. I got a few more callers. Bill already hung up, but I promise you I'm coming back to 6843 because I love your energy. I love you, sister. Okay.
What I do is I play devil.
No. Well, you can play. First of all, what you're trying to do, you talking about black folk. We're not black people are not the subject right now. Foundation Black. Okay. Go ahead. Okay. America. Okay. 9449. Go ahead. I think that's Marcus.
Hi, Martin.
How you doing?
I just came home from a protest downtown, and they got into a few scuffles with the police tonight. A couple of people were arrested. They started throwing bricks and bottles at the police. They went through Millennium Park, tore the gate up. A police officer threw one guy in the street, and I left. But yeah, you're not supposed to be nice to people who are not from here, and they're here illegally, burning the flag, damaging police cars, tearing up a city that is a sanctuary city, and ain't doing what L.A. is doing. I mean, these are invaders now, and the Democrats made a mistake. I'm not a big fan of Trump, but I see part of his point. I definitely do. You know, I see his point. It may get to a point where they have to call in. I don't know if Chicago gonna go there, but I wouldn't be mad if they call in the National Guard because the Democrats made a mistake. They made a mistake. You can't be nice to people who are burning our flag. Our people fought for that flag too. There's one on here that done fought for that flag, and that's death to a nation. I can't get with that.
I understand. Listen, brothers, I'm gonna get off because it's more of a man conversation. But what I'm saying to everybody,
no, it's not. It's a conversation on reality.
What I'm saying
it has nothing to do with no gender.
I just think that in America, everybody should not just be rounded up because of their nationality or their race. Everybody should have a due process, and I'm not saying due process. That's my only interest. Due process, exactly.
But you're taking up for people who wouldn't even take up for you. All those Latinos, all that kind of stuff.
But that's me being American, right?
Being recorded.
It would not take up for you.
And talking about my Constitution, about the Constitution. It doesn't have. It's not about me. It's about us all. In my opinion, it's not just about
Sweetie.
me.
They don't have any constitutional
Hold
rights.
it, Sarge. Let me go to the next call.
I just want people to go. I just want people to have the right. I understand
we got 5
callers to separate those. And
okay.
That.
Oh damn! I'm sorry, bro.
I'm just saying people just need to have their judge. That's it.
We have 5 callers behind you. Okay. We got 5 call. I got 252. Come on, 252. And I got 317. 252 area code. Come on, caller.
317 is on. Okay, good.
Yeah. 252. Come on, sister. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. Talk a little louder. Sound like you far away.
All right. Is that better?
Much better. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi to the panel tonight. I'm just so disheartened listening to the conversation tonight. I just had to call in because I'm listening to the young lady with the passion that she has. And the idea that the United States accepts 675,000 visas every year. That's just undocumented migrants. That's just the basis, but it's unlimited for families and people that are marrying United States citizens. For anybody, black, white, green, purple, or blue, to say tonight that if you're not from this country, we couldn't go to your country and do that, get out because you got here illegally. To see that black men in particular are buying into the bullshit that Trump has put out is even more disheartening, because everything that we said was going to happen from that Project 2025 is happening. And this is one part of it, consolidating power. And he summons the very worst in all of us. And it's so evident tonight listening at these men and women and the other woman that called and said, get out, torture them. Them today, you tomorrow. That's how I look at what Trump is trying to do in consolidating his power. And then to say that they don't have a right to be here. There's immigration policy in the United States, and it's there for a reason. Yes, some of them may be illegal and undocumented, but they have a right to be here because the Constitution allows for that to happen. And the way he's pinned, yes, it does. Don't interrupt me. Not interrupt y'all.
Name the amendment.
Sarge,
yes, name the amendment.
I didn't interrupt you.
Sarge, I'm gonna tell you, sister. What does the Statue of Liberty say? What is at the bottom of her base?
What is the amendment in the Constitution that permits illegal immigration? That's all. Simple question.
Sarge, the way that you go off when people are the way that you go off on people interrupting you, please extend the same courtesy to me, because you do that all the time. If you don't like what I'm saying, fine. Deal with it after I'm finished talking about it. I didn't interrupt you, so don't interrupt me. It is in the Constitution that they have a right to due process. And they come here, and migrants contribute mightily. In North Carolina, they contribute to a higher tax. They pay higher taxes for the people that are here in North Carolina. And they contribute 25% of the tax base. So to paint them all as criminals, they're killers, that is the BS that Trump has thrown out to support his mission and whatever he wants to do and how he wants to do it. And everybody kowtows and believes him. Fighting for other people is what Martin said, what you said, Martin. They wouldn't come and do that for us. We are immigrants. We were once immigrants.
I'm not an immigrant.
And for everybody,
we wasn't.
No immigrant.
No.
Let her talk. But hold on. Hold it. First of all, it wasn't 3/5 of a human. 3/5 property. That's what it. But go ahead, 252.
Yes, that's true.
Go ahead. It's property. No, it's not human, ma'am.
That is true.
It's property.
But I'm talking.
Go ahead, 252.
We got here.
Go ahead.
If you're not Native American, then you're not supposed to be here. That's the way I look at it.
No.
You can disagree with it all you want.
We're here before the natives.
But okay, fine. That's the way you believe.
Yes.
That's fine. That's not what I believe. But to say that they wouldn't fight for us, are you kidding me? Our history for black people, and you think this is about taking up for illegal immigrants that are in California and all over? I believe that the basis of the uproar is because Trump has done what he's done, inciting a riot. He's come in and make the situation worse. And what I feel is happening in cities all across this country, he was at $30 million for this parade.
He's the president.
For his birthday and the saluting the army. The immigrant BS that he's putting out now, you got to get him out of this country. And everybody in his administration kowtows and kisses his ass and does and acts just like he does. I think what the passion that you see from people here is because of him. It's not about the immigrants. If they're not supposed to be here, then they have to go. I'm all for that.
But to say that they don't have a right, that they're here now, they have due process, is misleading and is disingenuous for any of us to say there's a constitution in place. They don't have those rights in our country.
Doc.
That's all I said.
Doc, hold it. We got 317. The question was posed to the audience. I stole it from Bill. If you invite someone into your home and you're having a party, whatever, and you treat them right, now you tell them you have to leave now. You have to go. And they all of a sudden, they stand up to you. They want to wreck your house up, tear your house up, and be disruptive. What you think you should do? What are you supposed to do? Now,
okay,
hold on.
Those people don't.
Hold it, ma'am. Hold it. I'm talking to 252.
They're not going to listen to us. I promise you, they're about to beat their chest and beat up on us. Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Can you got a man? Because show don't sound like one, because you straight up just disrespectful. Okay, well, they must be some wimps or simps or something, because you just don't have no respect for no man.
A man will listen and understand.
No. A woman will listen. Will listen to somebody.
Together.
A woman will listen to a host and respect the host.
Why you gotta have last word?
317, you said my name. Be quiet. 317, go ahead. 317, go ahead.
She want to run my show. It ain't 317 term now. But anyway, 317, go ahead.
All right, no, Martin, you were asking me a question.
Yeah, 352. Go. I mean 252. Go ahead, 252.
If you're asking if I invited you into my home,
right?
That's a different story. But these migrants that are undocumented workers, many of them come here for a better way of life.
Okay, but let's hold on. Then let's be honest. Let's be honest. Joe Biden did open up the borders where they can come in. All right. Not only did that, they gave them resources, benefits. We cannot deny that. Now,
they didn't get Medicaid.
But hold it. But regardless, they got benefits. Okay, at least here in the city of Chicago.
Yeah.
Now there's a new chief in the house. He said, "I want you out. I want you out," and everybody's upset. This man told us exactly what he was going to do, and now we all upset. Because he's doing what he promised he's going to do it.
No. Well, see, he wants to do it, and he wants to do it his way. He doesn't want to follow the Constitution, and there lies the problem. He wants it his way.
Okay.
And if he does it the way that he should be done, then fine. But he's not.
Okay. Well, let me 252. Hold on. 252. Hold it. This sister, she must ain't got no man, because she don't listen. Lord have mercy. What's going on, sister? What's going on?
Yeah, Martin, penis doesn't make
No. First of all, I'm talking about respect now.
Oh my God.
Where's the respect at, my dear sister?
I'm just if other people
you got other people in front of you. You got people, listen, you have people behind you and in front of you. Can you
hold it? Say something or other people. You don't say nothing when the men chime in. You only
how come I don't?
Women.
Is Sarge talking right now? Is Roosevelt talking? Listen. I'm going to 317, and let me hear what somebody else got to say. I'm sorry, 252.
Good night, Martin.
This sister is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
I want to hear what 252 has.
Yeah.
I'm not disrespectful.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're very disrespectful. Yeah, everybody know I'm fair on this show. 317, go ahead.
317.
Go ahead.
What I was wanting to say is that I don't understand
y'all make this
why
a clown
everything
show.
is Trump's fault.
Yeah.
I don't understand why everything is Trump. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My bad. I don't understand why everything is Trump's fault. I think if the Democrats put that same energy that they got hating a president that they claim they don't even like, that maybe the Democratic Party will look out for their people more than they have the last 60 years. I don't understand why you guys put so much energy into what somebody you didn't even vote for is doing, but you don't put that same energy when they are voted in. You don't put that pressure on it.
How do you know that? How do you know I did that? How do you know I did that?
Sister, please be quiet because they're gonna jump on you. You don't have your opinion. Let that man talk.
Listen, 252 very familiar with me. Thank you.
I know how Martin works.
Thank you, 252.
No, you're okay. You can ask me whatever question you want to. Go ahead, ask me.
Okay. I mean, I am not one of those voters. I vote for people that.
But do you understand what I'm saying, though? Let's get that straight first.
See, I think that's a very carnal way of looking at it. Just because we don't like Trump, we hate him. and hate the things. I hate the things that he's doing. I've never been a Trumper. I think he's a grifter. I believe he's a liar.
We're getting off topic. We're getting off topic, Queen. What I was saying is, hold on, I didn't even get to finish though.
You told her to go.
In my opinion, you did.
I did, but I didn't know she was going to just go ham. Like, let's stick to the topic.
I'm going to answer your question and not me.
So he's
let's stick to the topic, though. I don't want to talk about how bad the man is. I want to know why you guys haven't put that energy into the Democratic Party. We understand how you feel about him. We understand that. I understand exactly how you guys feel. Okay, that's fine. I didn't assume you didn't do anything. I was thinking of the part. Oh my goodness!
Well, I'm a Democrat, so I answer for the Democrat on the panel. I don't vote that way.
Just let me know when you're done.
I don't vote like that. You asked me a question, so I'm answering it. If you don't like the answer, what am I supposed to do? I'm answering your question. You assume that everybody's like that. You can't paint everybody with the same brush. I'm not one of those voters. I'm informed about who I vote for, and Trump doesn't speak to my interests. There are some Republicans that I voted for here. They speak to my interests. They get my vote. Local elections. The rest of them, you can't say that. You can't paint all of us in the same boat. You can't do that. That's not policy.
All right. As I was stating, I just don't get why they go so hard on him man, but yet they don't apply that same pressure. So a president comes in and does more in a small period of time. That, like this man came in and started NACA and signing stuff on national television. He didn't care what nobody thought. Why is it that when we vote for Democratic Party that they don't do the same? Why don't they come in and just push shit? They don't. They come in
and just. Republicans do that for you? If you think
I didn't. Well, first of all, we don't. I'm not saying what they do for me or what they do for anybody else. I said you didn't vote for them, but yet you feel so strongly about what they doing. But when your people are voted in, you guys don't put pressure on them to make the same moves that the Republicans is making.
But you don't know that.
They're making moves. The reason why I'm saying that I know that this is not happening is because the Democratic Party is not doing it. They're not doing it.
317 is
I have my issues with the Democratic Party.
So now on to the immigration.
Back to the immigration. Immigration. That's where we at. People. That's all I want to hear about.
Immigration. What I wanted to.
Can you pause? I think 317 is saying is like, why is it that when Democrats, he's saying like Trump is the president now. This man came in and he's doing executive order. He's saying why aren't the Democrats doing the same thing? So why are we not mad at the Democrats that's in charge? Is not doing what he's doing for our party, right?
Anything good and concrete for black people in over 60 years.
All right. Now on to now let's go to the immigrants. Now to the immigrant side.
317.
Hey, am I on this show?
Yeah.
Am I on this show?
Yeah.
Oh, it don't even seem like you on the show.
I know they just whooping over me. 317, land the plane, man. I got 8140 next. Come on, I got long line of people. Come on, 317.
Okay. No problem.
Listen, hold it. 317, please don't ask nobody no questions. Don't answer no questions. Say what you have to say, right or wrong, good or bad. Just say
so we can move around. We can move along. I understand,
thank you.
Mr.
Go
Martin.
ahead.
I understand. Yes, sir. All right. So the immigration thing, I am completely for kicking out illegals. So if you're in this country and you are not in here with papers, then I don't feel you should be here. I can't go to your country. I can't go to your country. I cannot go to your country. I cannot go to another country and be like, hey, I just want to be in. Like, just let me in. You know what I mean? Give me $10,000 in a cell phone and put me in a hotel room. You know what I mean? That's a privilege. We don't have to do that. That is a privilege that we extended. That's not something that we are the only country in the world that does that. But yet we're the most racist of y'all. The same people. Wait a minute. The same people that say that this is the most racist country in the world are the same people that's like that we allow all these immigrants to come in and we give them places to stay. They live better than I do. I'm struggling more than them.
We're all immigrants.
No, I'm not no immigrant.
So that's all I got to say, Mr. Mark.
Okay.
You can move on, Mr. Mark.
Eric, last four digits, 8140. Then you next, Bill. 8140. Last four digits, 8140. Hey, how you doing? Go ahead.
Hey, Martin, it's Tasha.
Hey, Tasha, how you doing?
I just want to, fine. I just want to know, is America the villain or is America the savior? You can't say that we're both, right? So
We're the savior right now.
Exactly,
hold it, brother.
like, which one is it? Are you saying that these people should be able to come here because they're looking for a better life, but then you're mad about the way the country is conducting their business in regards to immigration? You got to pick a side, okay? And for those that don't understand why people are upset with the influx of immigrants, is because maybe you're not paying attention to what's happening in our local government. Everything has been hyper focused on the needs of the legal immigrants. Even if they were legal, that's not right. Why would you prefer for your resources to be focused on anybody that is not a citizen, whether they're good people or not?
That's like
make it make sense.
Black people.
Make it make sense. And then to say that we are wrong because we're going to be next, there is nothing that the American government can do to the African American people that they have not done already. We ain't scared. I don't know why you are. What do we have to be afraid of? What could they possibly do to our people?
When you say you ain't talking, I'm not scared. I'm aware.
On this soil that has not been done already.
And so
now maybe hold on.
Blood in the
why
soil?
are you still interrupting, man? Be cool.
Okay.
Be cool. There's nothing that we have faced that couldn't possibly happen again. We know that. But you're saying this as if it's something new and that we never heard of that we're going to be dealing with from the American government. That's not a reason for us to accept this mess. And at what point? See, the reason we always had immigrants coming here. We know that. I live on the east side of Chicago. I grew up with some of everything. So let's stop acting like the American people just can't stand immigrants. Let's just stop that. Okay, that's not the issue. The issue is the influx. This
tell the truth
the
and shame the devil.
Let me ask you something. Are you an African American or are you American?
Why are you interrupting me? I'm an African American.
I'm just asking because you acting like you're an American. I think you're African American. When we talk about white people,
I'm an American. Why are you interrupting? Are you okay?
African American.
Are you okay? What I'm saying is, for you to not understand, for anyone not to understand that when you start to, the analogy that Martin gave is perfect. Okay, people will be welcoming to you, probably even help you, but it gets to a point. It gets to a point when you have to take control. You cannot allow things to become out of control, and that we've been out of control with this situation. And yes, they do need to go, and they do have to resort. I am absolutely in support. I am absolutely in support of grave measures to get this under control. Because, see, the fact that our local government, forget what's happening with the president, our local government had been hyper-focused. The same people that look you in your black face and ask you for your vote, they turned all their attention, when Biden was president, turned all their attention to helping people. There were people that were going around doing investigations on these shelters. You have black people, white people outside them shelters that could not get in because you know why? They made it clear they were not ashamed to say that it's for these people. Now all of a sudden, funding is getting slim. Okay, their buddies are not in a position to sneak them money for them people no more. Now all of a sudden we got these shelters that are universal for everybody.
Right.
The problem. You listen. We cannot take on the world's problem. For you to feel like as though that there should be no control to this. We can't accept everybody.
I'm saying
my personal opinion is that I don't even see why we don't even have a limit on a number on people that we even make legal. Where is the order? And therefore, then you do not
tell the truth.
Did you not see those videos?
And shame
did you not see those
devil.
videos of people? Did you not see those videos over the past year or so of people literally rushing. Hold on. Images of people literally rushing the border, knocking down fences, going past it. Why do you want people here like that? You couldn't do that. No, you could not. Ma'am, why are you? These are rhetorical questions.
That Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks died for.
Ma'am,
You talking about rhetorical questions. I'm talking about us.
These are rhetorical questions. These are rhetorical questions. I'm not looking for you to respond. These are rhetorical questions.
I get it. Rhetorical.
Why would you even want? You ain't in. Look, everybody that has something to say about people being against the immigration issue, you would not open your door and open up all your windows and just say it's a free for all. You wouldn't do that.
So what is the
you wouldn't do that? Say? You wouldn't open up your refrigerator.
Well, how are you American now?
You would not post your debit card information.
I'm asking you.
No, you're not asking no questions.
You're not counting no more. You're not counting no more.
You would not.
How are you not counting no more?
Ma'am. Hey, 6843. 6843. 6843. Could you respect the host and the person that's talking, please?
But if we're
Listen.
I'm not having a conversation with you, though.
She having a conversation with the
person. You asked a question, and I'm answering the question, right?
Listen.
No, I said rhetorical. I said we are not having a conversation.
You know what? All right.
It's a whole bunch of people on this panel, not just you.
No.
Donald Trump and they were singing that song.
No.
And they getting kicked out.
No.
I'm telling y'all blinded like.
I had to mute her because she ain't got no respect. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, thank you. And this is the thing that
thank you, Martin.
bothers me. Thank you. And this is what bothers me most about our people. This is what bothers me most about our people. Okay, because I've been down, because I was going down to City Hall twice a week, sometimes 3, for over a year and a half until I couldn't take it no more. Well, what it upsets me about our people that are trying to defend these people is that they don't see how things are going. They don't see how their people are trying to change the tide. It's not just about them coming here and getting a meal and a job. These people are literally trying to flip the government in their favor. Why don't you see that? Not just for them to come here. They want control. Do you not see that? Do you not know that they don't like your black behind? You might have one or two that you're cool with, because I do too. But I ain't no fool. I know that they have loyalty with their people. So, and they're opportunists. They're not, most of them ain't going to say too much, because they waiting to see which way they need to lean. Because they ain't no fool. Why are we the only ones that's not looking out for our interests? Why are we the only ones that can't see what's happening? You can say what you want to say about Trump and all this other stuff. We already know the white people. We already had an issue with them. That's probably never going to die. We're going to always be fighting them. Because guess what? They have a love-hate relationship with black folks. Let's be real. America wouldn't be America without the influence of the foundational black American. Okay? When it comes to economics, when it comes to our influence around the world. You know, let's be real. Nobody's rushing to Europe. Think about it. Nobody's rushing to Europe. Why? Why everybody want to come to America? You think it's only because of the white tea man? No, it's because of the way we put America on the map. So they don't want us to go nowhere. Even if they can't make us go nowhere. But trust or believe, they don't want us going nowhere. So, but at the end of the day, it's a love and hate. So we know we're going to always be fighting them.
Okay,
but for you to be okay with a whole nother layer of people that have a sense of entitlement, listen to the things they say. They are literally trying to hijack our agenda and our struggle. They keep referencing slavery. Are you silly? How disrespectful is that? Do you not hear them? You allow them to reference slavery. Nobody is making them leave. Nobody is making them leave where they're coming from. Who cares if you're poor? Who cares if you're having a hard time? People here having a hard time. What that's supposed to mean to us? Let's be real.
Okay.
They can't fix their own problems. Why do we want them here?
All right, I'll come back to you since I got two more people. Come on, Bill. Bill been waiting on 30 minutes, like 20 minutes at least. Go ahead, Bill.
And they had to hang up twice.
Bill, it cussed me out. Go ahead, y'all.
I ain't mad at you. The young lady that was very disruptive had the show messed up. The young lady that just finished speaking had a better insight than either of the two ladies that I heard talking, including the doctor. I don't see where you can have so much empathy for these people who are here talking about the Constitution and all of this, and they want a better life. We want a better life here already. And as far as there's immigration laws, I don't mind immigrants coming here, and it should be monitored. People got in their mind that we need them to work. How about all of us that's not working, that's black? That's what I'm on. I'm not concerned about, and I'm sure there's a bunch of white people that's not working. Let's get us to working first instead of them, and let them in as needed. I can't understand why people can't see the big picture, because when these people get here, for the amount of time that it takes to become legal and get voting rights, you don't see where they are. Just in Chicago alone, we know for a fact they've been reconstruction in the voting districts and all of this. When they get enough people here that's able to vote, what do you think is going to happen? And it's not just happening in the urban area. They're sending them all over. It's not going to be good for us. We setting us in with our empathy. We setting ourselves back another 60 years and letting these people play in our face. The Democratic Party, it just seems like people hate Donald Trump so much that they willing to turn the blind eye to the reality of things. And it's crazy. These people been playing in our face for the longest. And there has to be some control to this. But while that's a smoke screen, we need to be getting together and talking about ourselves, not them. They're a problem, and we need to talk about it so that we can recognize the problem that we have at hand. That's all I got to say right now.
Okay, thank you. Next caller, 6650. Thank you for holding. Thank you for your patience.
Okay, cool. But I want to start off in saying, first of all, when we talk about politicians, America has never been in our favor of anybody who called themselves a politician. Bill Clinton's mentor was a Grand Dragon from the Ku Klux Klan. He knew how to get along with us, but his issues and his mentor, compared to what he thought about us, it wasn't no different than the other white person. Another thing, how the Mexicans are reacting out there in California. When they had in 2018, I saw the video today when the Hondurans tried to migrate in their country. They was violent. They didn't want them up in there. They had said, "You ain't no Mexican." And my experience being around of all different Hispanics and different groups, Mexicans are more of the far races and colorists in their whole group. When they got black Mexicans in Mexico and other places in that part of the country, but they are not receiving people. And black people in America, our relationship, how we got here, the only people can relate to us as American Indians, because they took everything from the Indians and they took out everything to bring us here and never gave us no rights, never intended for us to make it in this country. And for them people to sit up there and say they had a country to leave, we didn't have no country. They brought us here. Generations and generations of blacks. There were some blacks that already here that traveled already from Africa and Australia, all over the globe. But the ones that are descendants of foundational black people in America, They have no connection back home. Ghana now offers you dual citizenship, but if I know the Mexicans I know and other people from their place, they can have a property here and they can have a property back home. And you can't do that if you're black. So all these people that's brainwashed thinking of political saviors here, the only thing that rules white supremacy runs it. Trump is just a puppet in the middle of what they really doing. You know, it's about getting rid of jobs, making people expendable, people like Bill Gates controlling our food. We so distracted with foolishness like Trump is the one that first started slavery, Jim Crow, and oppression of black people in America. He's just a proponent of what's continuous going on. It ain't stopped ever. It's been going on forever. So anybody that's not even thinking some black politician or white politician, but all they do is go 4 years at a time or whatever their term is, then look for another vote. They have nothing to do for you. You can go in Chicago. If you go down and try to open up a black store in a little village, you'll be burned out before the night is over. You wouldn't make it a day over there. See, the thing is, we could go down 127th and Halsted all the way down to 43rd, and it looks like we're in Afghanistan somewhere because we have no buildings. Our politicians lied to us. Oh, this is going to be your year. They don't give a damn about us. The only way for blacks to overcome and how Asians do it, and the Arabs as well, put our money together and be self-sufficient. But we are taught, brainwashed, to never trust each other. We don't stand behind each other, and we really can't win if we're going to tell a politician going to come in there. Any great black hero from Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, was ain't talking about no politics. It's black and white. That's all it is. It's a land right there. Ain't no damn Democrat, Republican give a damn about you, eat, drink, whatever. Every good thing we had came from the Black Panthers when they started WIC programs for the women that had no help. They started a breakfast and lunch program in schools. They adopted that, the Democrats. They didn't never had that idea. So for anyone out here listening to this, brainwashed thinking a political gonna save you, don't waste your time and your energy. Get you a hobby. Go fishing or something. That's all I got to say.
Okay, we got next caller. Next caller, 252 again. Go ahead, Doc. 252 again.
I just wanted to answer Bill. I didn't want to be in the middle of that melee earlier, so I just forget it. But Bill made a comment about the Constitution because that's what I brought up. I don't understand why that is the exclusion of everything. That because we're black and because they're here and because the Constitution allows them to come in, and they do come in as asylum seekers. We've had this conversation before, Martin, on a different topic. I didn't make that law. It's in our Constitution, and if you don't like it, then petition your Congress people or your senators to change it. It's there for a reason. Why do we have to fail to the exclusion of them coming in here and trying to find a better life for themselves? That's my question. You can't just say because they're here, we're not going to do anything, or we can't get ahead. What's stopping black people from doing what we need to do? It's conversations like we're having tonight, why we can't do shit together. And the previous caller just summed that up. I'm not looking for a politician to save me, but I'm not looking at a Republican to come in and do what I know they're not going to do because they govern and they legislate against my interests to this day. And it's not about me, 317, not holding Trump accountable or holding Democrats accountable. I do my very best. I do my part to hold all elected officials accountable. But I know that politics starts on the local level. Those are the people that impact my life the most. And I know that not one president, maybe Trump is trying to do something a little different, but neither Trump, Bush, Clinton, Obama, they have a strategic plan for the nation's interest. They don't control local politics. And if you're not involved locally, and if you're not actively holding those representatives accountable for the votes that they make, then you don't have a say in the game is the way that I look at it. But I'm not going to lose because they're coming in here. If we don't like the asylum laws, then get them changed. Until then, that's the system that we have to work with. And that's the system that allows them to come in the United States. You asked me, Martin, earlier that I didn't get a chance to answer. If I invite you in my home, that's something totally different.
Speaking of asylum, you don't come over through the law under the fence.
Sir.
I mean, well, those that come in illegally, I get it.
You come through a port of entry.
I don't believe that you should be allowed to come in this country illegally. But when you're here and you're doing, and especially if you're a criminal, get them out. But once they're here, the law says you have to do certain things while they are. And most of them don't show up for, deportation hearings and that sort. Yes, they should go. But he's inflamed the situation, and he's painted all these people as criminals, as murderers, as drug dealers. Some of them are, no doubt, but they're not all like that. And I listened to these women talk tonight. I'm like, where's your damn humanity? These people are coming here for a better way of life, the biggest part of them. They come here and they contribute. They don't come and take away from you because you're black. They work, they contribute to the tax base in every state where they live.
Not true. Not
true.
That was my
Tell
point.
me this. Tell me this. They coming here for a better way of life, and they came illegally. There's a process. There's laws that we have to abide by. If there's a man, especially a black man, if he's here hungry, his kid's hungry, and he go down to Walmart or corner store and break the law and steal something to feed his kids because he's in a bad situation, he's going to jail.
They
he's going to jail.
The same laws. If they break the law while they're here, they go to jail. But you're talking about those are two different things.
But they're here illegally. We never should have had an open border.
Just because they crossed the border. There is a process. You can't just forget that.
You don't follow the process, you're here illegally.
Yes, they are. But the law allows for them to come here, and they mostly claim.
No. Joe Biden opened the border.
She's right now. I could elaborate on the Constitution. The woman is right. They are protected under the 5th and 14th Amendment of the Constitution. But the loophole is where it says people under American jurisdiction. Now, you're not under the jurisdiction of the United States of America if you're not a legal citizen. That's the loophole. That's the reason I was asking.
So they're here illegal.
That's right.
Right.
That's right.
Well, see, that's the thing. Let me.
A whole lot of them are undocumented. So what do you say about that?
I would like to see. They're all undocumented.
Okay.
Right.
I got
were
new
the
callers.
Italians that came to Ellis Island.
I got new
so
callers.
Were the Italians that came to Ellis Island.
I got new callers. I got 5941. Then another call out. Come on, 5941. Come on.
Hey, that's me, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Patrick.
Yeah. The 14th Amendment was exclusive for slaves. Okay, it wasn't for anybody else. They try to use it to protect these illegals. See, they piggyback off black people. And another thing I want to say, go read the 14th Amendment. Go read it before you interrupt me. Stop interrupting me. The next thing I want to say, go read the 14th Amendment, who it was for. It was for slaves. It was for slaves. It was for the children of slaves. Okay? It wasn't for the children of immigrants, Mexicans. It wasn't for them. Okay?
I could read it
so
right
stop
now.
It.
Let's
read
it.
Well, let me finish what I got to say.
Okay.
Mexicans operate different. They operate different than we do. Okay? We're going to let these people come in here. They're going to raise their families. They're going to have their grandkids locking up our kids when they join our police department, because you can see it now. All we doing is digging a grave for our own kids by letting these people come over here and compete with us illegally. If you want to come here legally and be protected, you should go through a port of entry, not through a swamp and a fence. You're not protected that way. You guys don't know nothing about what you're talking about.
No,
you go through a point of entry. You go through a port of entry and claim asylum that way. You can't come through the swamp and through a fence, through somebody's yard, and then say you're going to claim asylum. That's not the way it works. Go read.
That way.
Go read. You can't come here like that.
The law allows for that.
No, when you come through the port of entry, now you're under the law. Now you're under the law. They wouldn't be called illegal immigrants.
They're in harm's way. They don't have to do that. That's how they're allowed to stay here.
If you want to have legal protection, you have to come through a port of entry. You have to come through a port of entry and
that's
declare.
The way you should come, but that's
no, that's the law. That's the law. That's why they're called illegal, ma'am. Don't you get it? That's why they call it illegal, because they didn't come in the correct way.
Sir,
they didn't come in the legal way.
Let her explain in her own words. Okay, sorry. I want you to read it, but I want the doctor to explain. Hold it. I want the doctor to explain what illegal means. How does a person come in this country illegally? Doc, a question to you. I pose a question to you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How does a person be classified as illegal in this country?
If you come into this country the way that he suggested, or that the way they come through over the fence, through the border, however, if they don't apply, as he said, now that part of his comment is true. That's the way they should come in and apply for citizenship.
You be next. Don't worry about it. I got your next call.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Doc.
That's the way the asylum laws are written. But we know that the majority of immigrants, when they come here illegally. And when they get here, they have a choice. And the choice that they mostly make is that I'm coming in for political asylum. They're mostly coming in, they're going to be killed by drug dealers, or most of them are the drug dealers or the cartel. So the law allows for them to claim that privilege, and they give them a certain amount of time, and most of them, I get it, don't show up for those hearings, and they stay here, and they are illegal at that point. But I'm not saying that that's right. That's not what I said. I never said that. But the law allows for it. And he starts, and I rarely ever agree, but the 14th Amendment allows for that. And if you want to change...
No, it don't. It does not.
Well, let's read it.
You have to be born here. You have to be born here under the 14th Amendment.
Let's read it.
You can't come here illegally.
Let's read it. Let's read the 14th Amendment. Come on, Sarge.
Here you go, Martin.
Read it.
This is...
Then you next, Sharice.
Okay, the 14th Amendment guarantees equal protection under the law, meaning that government cannot deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection under the laws. While the undocumented immigrants do not have the same rights as citizens, the right to vote, they are entitled to equal protection in matters of due process. Hold on, let me finish.
I'm going to read the 14th Amendment.
No, let me finish. See, can I finish?
I'm going to read it.
Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I finish? I'm finishing. I'm not making up stuff.
Yes, you are, man.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, anyway, I'll go back to where it says the right to vote. They are entitled to equal protection in matters of due process and other rights guaranteed to all persons. Now, key rights for undocumented immigrants under the 14th Amendment are as followed. Undocumented immigrants have a right to due process in deportation proceedings, the right to legal counsel in criminal cases, and protection from unlawful search and seizures, which is the Fifth Amendment. They also have the right to file criminal lawsuits, receive payment for work performed, and access to K through 12 education. It's in the 14th Amendment.
They didn't have the K through 12 back then when they wrote these amendments. Man, you lying.
I'm talking about
what the 14th Amendment say. I'm gonna read. They didn't have K through 12 when they wrote the amendment.
In there right now,
brother. Stop lying.
Talking about
I'm gonna read the 14th. You already lied. I'm gonna read you the 14th Amendment.
No, I didn't lie.
Right
you don't know what you're talking about.
The 14th Amendment says constitutional addresses, citizenship, equal protection, and due process under the law. Specifically, it defines citizenship for all persons born or naturalized in the United States, prohibits states from abridging the privileges or immunities of citizens, and ensures that no state shall deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny a person to person, any person within its jurisdiction, the equal protection of the law. It says nothing what you said. And I'm finna skip down to the part. I'm finna skip down to the part. I'm finna skip down to the part where it says significance and impact. End of slavery and civil rights. The 14th Amendment was passed following the Civil War to guarantee the rights of newly freed slaves and to ensure equal citizenship for all. That's the 14th Amendment.
Okay.
That's not what we were talking about when we were talking about
that's what the 14th Amendment is for. It was never meant for no foreign people because the forefathers didn't even see that way. They didn't see that far.
You said in your statement right then that they come here and we got to
go read the 14th Amendment, ma'am. Go read it.
Okay.
Go look it up.
If you said that, if you think that you are going to compete against immigrants, I see why you're giving us this BS that you're throwing out here tonight.
No, it's the 14th Amendment. I just read it to you.
So
I just read it to you. Go read it. Go Google it. All you gotta do is Google it. Google it, Martin, right now.
I don't need to Google it. I know it.
And
you don't know nothing.
Okay.
You're lying.
Okay, Sharice, we got new caller. New caller, Sharice, go ahead. Thank you for your patience.
Hey, Martin.
How are you?
Oh, no problem. Hey, Martin. Hey, everyone. All right, how you doing? So I just, I'm listening to all of this, and I was having a conversation with my mother, and she brought it to my attention, and I want to share this. We have Black folks going back and forth, ready to risk it all for a group of people that don't care nothing about Black people. I mean, we have something as early. We have something as early as this place called Boyle Heights in L.A. The last documented incidents were as early as 2014, where these people that are documented, known residents in this United States, burning and firebombing and running Black people out of their homes as early as 2014. And then we had 1992. There are several documents of these people attacking Black people and running Black folks out of their homes.
South Central L.A.
Harming Black people. Harming Black people.
And they want to stick up.
And you got Black folks sitting up here ready to risk it all. These people do not care about Black people.
Exactly.
Right, they don't.
They don't care about
locking
us.
up our kids in the future.
And that is very true.
They don't care about us. They don't. You sound like a fool. This is the law.
Me, I'm talking.
We'll talk.
Shut up.
I'm talking. Martin, mute this broad. She's rude and ignorant.
Okay,
Very
please.
rude.
Y'all,
Don't
please.
know what you're talking about either.
No calling.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Y'all be going ham on each other, man.
Yeah, y'all got to stop that. Okay, go ahead, Sharice.
It's a
She's
fact.
rude, but I wasn't done.
Okay, go
This
ahead.
is a show. You might get interrupted.
Hold it, y'all. Because what's going to happen, everybody's going to go on mute and let the one person talk. Now, I'm trying to be civilized.
Okay, Mr. Martin, don't put me on mute. I've been respecting the show. I ain't doing that.
Okay, go ahead, Sharice. Go ahead.
And I'm just going to wrap it up. Like Summer say, I'm going to land my plane. But don't forget, let's not forget, as early as 2014, these people have done this to Black folks. You got these get along to go along, shade tree sambos running around here. You're gonna what? You need to mind your business. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Martin, I'm going to say one more thing and then I'm done, if you'll just for that.
Go ahead.
I just really don't understand. It is so clear to me why Black people can't do anything together. This is the law, people. We should not be looking at it as if we are trying to advocate for people who won't advocate for us. That's not why people are in an uproar. People are in an uproar because Trump is doing it and he's doing it this way. And he's inciting a riot and doing more than what is required when there were people out there able to take care of the business in Los Angeles. But he's petty and it's vindictive. And he's made the situation worse. That's why people are now protesting all over the world because of this, or all the United States.
I hope I'm not.
Can I say something, Mark?
Absolutely nothing to do with Black people. If Black people are being burned out of their homes, then we should just as vocal about it for Black people. But this is the law. You cannot avoid the law. They have a right to be here because the law allows them to be. That's it for me. It's not about being rude, Cherie, or being disrespectful. It's the law. And you don't like what people are saying, that's fine with me. But the bottom line is, it's the law, and they have a right to be here. And we should advocate for whoever is being oppressed.
If they didn't come here the right way, Martin, they don't have any right. They don't have any right. They didn't come here the right way.
Well, let me just say this. Let me say this real quick. If anyone that's in this country is here illegally, you broke a law, you need to be arrested.
That's right.
Period.
You don't have rights. You don't have rights.
I'm just going to say that.
You know,
and I want to say this one thing, and I'm going to let you guys continue. In Chicago, I was riding down Halsted. A lot of you guys know it's a bridge on 138th and Halsted, right around, going toward Halsted South. And I came back north. I looked on the bridge. I saw all Mexicans and white folks. I didn't see one black person working on that bridge, and Riverdale is 90% black. I have a problem with that. When I see young men, I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that.
I do too.
Now, notice, I didn't say they were illegal or whatever. I don't know. But when I look and notice, I didn't see one black person. So you can't tell me that blacks don't want to work or they don't want no job. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying it. And they ain't paying no $2 an hour working on a bridge and construction. So don't hear me talking about Mexicans working for peanuts. That's a lie. They get paid. Trust me. I know. I work with them. And they have money. Plenty of money.
Yeah.
And they all are not drug dealers. I want to say that too. Because see, we stereotype, they just a drug dealer. That's what they got. No, they got good paying jobs, surviving jobs, thriving jobs that they can take care of family. And while our children, not all of them, drive-by shooting, snatching and grabbing, doing all types of things, scamming. And I looked on that. This time, I'm talking about today. Well, actually, yesterday, this new day. And I seen it. I said, I wish I had my drone. And I might fly my drone over there tomorrow and just to prove my point. I didn't see one. I didn't even see a dark-skinned person, a Latin black person. Didn't even see one. All light-skinned.
Why you think they're not there, Martin?
Huh?
Why you think they're not working there? Why you
Well,
think
I'm not going to answer that question. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go there because I'm not trying to get in a debate, but I'm just telling you what I've seen, what I witnessed today.
I can tell you why. I can tell you why. Because Mexicans are religious people and they're family-oriented people, and white people respect that. That's why they work with them.
And they don't want to give black people nothing. White people want to keep
we've
black
been here
people.
long enough. Nobody have to give us nothing. We take it.
No,
that's what we need to learn. We American citizens. We don't need nobody to give us nothing. We can take what we want. That's what we need to start doing. Start acting like we're Americans.
What I'm saying is they control the job. They control the job.
They control their jobs. They can't control our jobs that we create.
No, but listen to me.
Together and create.
Listen to me right quick. They control the jobs at City Hall, the Park District, and all that. So they hire these people because if they know they hire us and we get the money and we pouring it back into our community, we thriving and surviving, not just surviving, but thriving. They don't want us to thrive. They want us to be dependent on them.
And
that's
all
why
honesty,
they hired the Mexicans. They would rather hire Mexicans over the blacks.
On top of all of that, you have not heard of.
When we make money, we don't put it back into our communities, brothers.
Yes,
Stop
we
it. We don't. We don't own the businesses. We don't own the businesses. If we put our money that we made back into our community, they wouldn't be running the stores in our community. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Let's keep it real. We buy Jordans, we buy cars.
Made it hard for black stores to flourish in their own neighborhood.
It's not hard for any black to happen, brother. We just have to support each other, man. It's not hard. That's what we got.
I'm gonna tell you why they own most of these jobs. Number one, they are compliant. They are not going to buck the system. They are not going to buck the system against a white man under no circumstances. How many times I know a lot of black people. I know a lot of Latin people. I know a lot of people of all colors. But I have not yet heard of a Latino filing a claim against a job for breaking his arm or whatever. Yep. He gonna heal up and try to go back before it even heals. He's not gonna buck the system. And right, I want to enlighten people that's got so much compassion for these people that have showed white supremacy. That's who they side with. They definitely got black in them. They got African in them, but they would not claim it at all. And I'm gonna enlighten y'all to something real. That's real. The Latino male, whether he's Mexican, Honduran, whatever, when they go to the prison, they side up with the Aryan nation. That's the head of the family. To say all Mexicans are racist, no, I'm not saying that, because there are some good ones and there's some that's not, just as well as white people. But when they go to the penitentiary, the thug, the one who gonna get the job at the warehouse on that site that Martin was talking about, they got a pecking order. Hefe is gonna get that job before your son that haven't even committed a crime. His son is gonna be in there working, and he got a record, because that's the pecking order. And when it's 8, 9, 10, and they even put 1 or 2 black people in there, please believe they working behind the scenes to get that black man out of there, so that they can bring 2 more of theirs in there. So let's not close our eyes. Let's not close our eyes to what the big picture is. Just like I said, they redistricting all these different wards, and it's gonna be in their favor, not just in metropolitan areas like Chicago, downstate. And they're gonna have they people representing them, the same ones that don't really like you, that are smiling in your face or whatever, but stab you in the back or take a job away from you. Those are going to be the ones that's going to be getting voted into Congress and the Senate. Mm-hmm. Wake up.
I'm telling you, wake up.
You know what?
Come over here and take our position. We cannot let them come here like this and do that under politics that stab us in the back. Democrats stab us in the back just like anybody else. We just don't see it because they do it quietly. They do it behind our back. They do it sneaky.
Not stabbing you. Who's working on your behalf?
But yeah, Democrats claim to be the friends of black people. That's a lie.
Right. Now, I would. You know what I would love to do?
Better when we wasn't under Democrats. Black people was on the white people's coattails when it came to wealth in this country until we locked up with Democrats. Now go read your history. Go read your history. Go read your history.
Who's working in your interest now? Because I want to know. Maybe I'm wrong.
My interest is America first, not immigrants first, not gay LGBT
black
first, not abortions first. My interest is America first, because America first puts the black man second in this country, to me, in my opinion, because we was here and we built it. We just need to act like it.
So what do we need to do differently that we're not doing now? You say
we need to scrap this culture. That we need to scrap this rap culture, this drill music culture, and we need to go back to our roots.
You're in a different hemisphere. You really are.
No, I'm in the real. I'm on the real. I'm looking at what's killing us. I'm looking at what's killing us, man. I'm looking at what's destroying us. I'm looking at what's destroying us.
If I could, I would love to take everyone on this call to Little Havana in Miami, and you know what you will not see? You will not see the excuse me.
You will not. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! See, Good.
I'm sorry, Sarge. Okay.
I'm trying to finish. Can I finish my point, please? Thank you. Now, when he was talking about the Hispanics and their doggone assimilation with whiteness and seeing whiteness as rightness, if I take all of you all to Little Havana, you will see Ricky Ricardo from the Lucy Show, but you will not see any Afro-Cubans that look like us. They don't hire them in Little Havana in Miami. Do you know you have a bigger Afro-Cuban population in the city of Chicago? You think they're black, but they're Afro-Cuban? Then Miami?
Didn't know that.
Come on now.
So what are you saying, Sarge, with that? We need to...
What I'm saying is they assimilate themselves with whiteness. That's their standard of beauty. They even try to marry...
It's not even about beauty, man. It's not even about beauty. It's about morals and culture.
The point. The point is going over your whole head.
Without culture,
Excuse me, if you allow me to finish. It's the same thing as when you had this group of blacks, and they were called the Blue Vein Society. You had to pass the paper bag test to be in the club. That's the same thing that they're doing. It's the same thing. Now, I'm trying to make good sense, but people are in their emotions, and I'm just speaking factually. Not passionately. I'm just putting facts out.
Somebody got a bad culture. We got a bad culture right now.
Sarge, you said you take us to Havana, and what else?
If we would, not Havana, little Havana in Miami, because if Cuba was not on the banned country list, if you were to go to Cuba, and I know a lot of black people that went to Cuba, and they went to Havana and this and that, where were the dark-skinned Afro-Cubans? In the workplace.
Job. Martin, can I ask you a question?
Stop.
Yeah,
stop.
We got a caller.
Question, Martin.
We got it. Well, Martin, I don't really answer questions,
let me ask you a question right quick,
just
brother.
put it on the panel. I got a call.
You were born in the 70s like me.
I was born in 68. 68,
right?
68,
right,
68, 68. 68. I was born in 68.
Okay. Now look at our culture through the 70s and the 80s, and look at our culture today. Would you say it's better or worse?
Worse.
Okay. That's what's hurting us. That's what's hurting us. We do not put our families first, man. We do not put our families.
Well, it's kind of hard to do that.
That's the most dangerous thing to a white person is the threat of the black family. A black man being the head of his household is the worst nightmare for these white folks.
Yeah, that much is true. That much
Callers.
is true.
All right, we got a new caller.
We need to get back to that.
Yes, sir. I agree with that. New caller.
Okay.
Area code
612.
612, new caller. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for holding. What's your comment or thoughts?
Well, brother Sarge, everybody, it's good to hear y'all voice, but man, this is really something else. And you know what? I was just thinking about what President Johnson said back in 1964. I was born in 68. How he would have black political Trumps still voting Democrats, thinking we're going to get better results.
For 200 years.
200 years.
Yes, sir.
We still going to continue on to be deaf, dumb, and stupid.
That's right, brother.
Don't understand they move. This man told y'all when he walked across that stage, he's going to put these people in front of you. He said he's going to make sure that they get ahead, so we must get along with them. Black Democrats did not march. They didn't do nothing for 4 years. Chicago and L.A. disappointed me because I thought they would rise up and say, hey, y'all giving all these resources, all these grants, all these loans to these people to get ahead over us, and what did black people do? They sat back for 4.5 years and do absolutely nothing. Then it's a brother, I'm going to say his name because he said I can say his name. His name is Mark Clark out of Chicago. I seen the list around the country how black Democrats went to the black churches and made every black preacher that had a 501c to stand down. It can be no liberation march. It can be nothing for them to speak up on all these benefits. And that's sad because now everybody wants to speak up on things, But y'all have to remember, in Chicago, we was warned. We was warned. If we do not unite as a people, hell, Washington tried to warn you, but we didn't listen because everybody was stamping. We were hip hopping. We were shaking our booties around the club. Everybody was doing their thing. Culture. Now, those who like me, Martin, we 168, we 57 years old. Shit, we had a lot of dog in the fight, dealing with the political people, with the Marlene Carter, with the Ann Langford, with the Dorothy Tillman. We go on and on to Gus Savage. One thing they all had in common, they all sold us out. They all sold us out, even down to the construction union. And Martin, that hurted me for you to say that on 138 because that's my district. Everything, when you come down Halston, I helped build all that from 97 to 2006. And for you to tell me not one brother in my district not working, man, that's very heartless, man.
Mm-hmm. All of those entertainers are paid to destroy our culture. All of the entertainers are paid to destroy our culture, period. I don't care what nobody say. Those are the biggest sellouts. Those are the wrong Negroes with the money. You understand that? Those are the wrong Negroes with the money. They are paid to destroy our culture. Without our culture, we're nothing. Our kids is running.
What do you plan on doing about it? What do you suggest we do? What do you plan on doing about it? Sitting around talking about it all the time?
No, we must get rid of that mindset, sister. We got to get this. Simple as this. We got to say F the Democrat Party and move forward. We done gave 61 years and we do not get nothing.
What party are you looking
look
for?
at our
you think
neighborhood.
The party is going to answer you?
It's not about party. It's not about party, ma'am.
You keep talking about the Democratic Party.
Party, ma'am. It's about what serves your interest. It's about what serves your interest. It doesn't matter. You're playing identity politics. You're playing what I want you to play.
We've got two parties that are now in this country. It's the Republicans and the Democrats. You said that the Democratic Party is not serving our interests. I'm saying
they're not. Look at your community. Look at your community.
My community is independent of anything that's going on nationally. Okay, I'm talking about nationally. You're saying that the Democratic Party,
local government controls you, not national
politics. The Republican Party's done that. Have they done that?
Your local Democrats are what runs your state. Those are the ones that control you.
I just said that.
Not the president.
All politics is local. I said that too. The president is responsible for the nation.
So why you keep talking about Republican Party? It's not about party,
man. That the Democratic Party is not. So what's your answer to that? That's why I keep asking you that, because you keep saying it. Then who is? Because we have.
Can I answer that?
Yes.
It's two parties that this bill. It's two parties. No, neither one of the parties have our interests. They were built with white supremacy foundations. Now, what I feel and what a lot of black people are waking up and opening their eyes to is the fact that the Democrat Party had our votes, but never had our interests at hand. And they have shown they natural born Democrat butts in the past 6 to 8 years.
61 years.
But I'm talking about really with this migrant stuff and
abortion.
Yeah, all of this stuff that's
women don't need
happening
a man.
right now.
Women don't need no man.
This is a crucial time.
That's identity politics. Talking about women don't need a man. That has nothing to do with this conversation.
But that's what they put out there, man. That's what they put out there.
This is what I'm saying.
That's what they put out there, though.
Those are the ones that have bit off their nose and spite their face. Neither one of them. All our biggest problem is our representation that we have on the local level, on up to House and the Senate, and the Senate. They don't have our interests at home, at hand, and we got to start thinking about us first, black first. And not just black people that look like us, that don't make them right. We got to vet these people. that's going to have.
What's your right?
The thing that I said about the Democratic Party that frustrates me more than anything is that they're always reactive. They're never proactive.
What, sister? They right. They're not going in and signing executive bills.
Hold it, sister. Hold it, sister.
Right now, they're not doing
50. Listen, 6843. Now, are you gonna be respectful? I'm gonna mute you again because you seem like you don't follow orders. You give me that same respect you give your white boss. Give me the same respect you give your white boss. No. Give me the same respect you give a white boss. No, listen.
Okay.
It's not about agreeing with me. I've done less talking. Hold it. No. You're not gonna do this. You don't respect no black man. You don't respect no black. It's already proven over and over.
That's what
I'm asking you. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. I'm asking you. Are you going to give me respect when you get your white boss? That's all I'm asking.
My white boss?
Yeah, because you disrespect. You're very disrespectful to me. I'm talking about the host now. To the host. Because I asked you to stand down. I asked you to hush, and you just keep talking and keep talking. Okay? Now everything been running real smooth since you've been gone. Now, I don't want you to stir the pot. Now, 252, she's not. Hold on. Let me talk. Let me talk.
They don't want to agree with you.
Hold on. 252. See, there we go. I'm about to get you off here now.
I'm sorry.
No. You ain't sorry. You're not sorry.
Listen to me.
Listen. No, you're not sorry. While you're on here, we always have a problem. 252. Hold on. First of all, I'm not gonna hold it. Are you gonna listen to me?
Sister, I'm sorry.
She's a troll.
252. 252. Let me say this to 252.
She's trolling.
252 is not in agreement with what you guys saying, but we're having a civilized conversation. And I appreciate you, 252. Okay. She's asking questions.
Can I finish it, Martin? Then I'll be done.
Go ahead, 252. Go ahead.
What I was saying to the guys about the Democratic Party, I really want to find. Martin, what did you say that time? You say you listen. You listen. Or how did you say it? You listen to respond.
You're
listen.
right.
How do you put it?
Listen.
You know what I'm talking about.
That's what I say. Listen, not just to respond. Okay, just listen, not to because some people listen to respond. I just need you just to listen. That's all. Go ahead.
Right. And I honestly try, like with Sarge, because he's my nemesis normally when we're going back and forth. And Bill, I honestly come up here trying to learn something from other people's perspective. So it's not like agree with me or nothing else. You're wrong. I'm right. That's not my position. And I said about the Democrats, like Jeffrey. I've sent him messages. You can't do it so much on a national level, but they're always so passive aggressive. And I hate that about Democrats. The one thing that I will say I love about the Republican Party is that they have one message. And that's why we lost. Because Democrats don't have a message. They have 50 different people out here saying 50 different things now. You got AOC here. You got Bernie Sanders over there. You got Hakeem Jeffries in D.C. They don't have one coherent message. And what they should be saying is, we don't want an authoritarian, if that's your position. We want to take care of the people in this country first. And that means black, white,
America first.
America. I agree with that.
That's what I said.
They don't speak to my interest in that way. But I know that I'm not going to go with a Republican because they don't speak to my interest. They are for the top 10% and the top 1% in this country.
That's not true,
every policy that that's the way the policies read now. This tax break, this big, beautiful bill, all that stuff, the immigrants, all of that stuff is a disaster for black people. And that bill, there's nothing in there for us. So I can't relate to you, brother, when you're saying Democrats haven't done anything for 61 years. Republicans sure haven't done anything for me either. So I'm doing my part on the local level.
Let me say this.
Martin, tell them what party. Martin, tell them what party.
Let me just see y'all.
Represented
listen,
and helped us.
It was only one. It was only one party in this country that represented black people. That was the Black Panther Party. That's it, people. Period.
Hello.
Yep.
Nobody can deny that. Matter of fact, I'm going to go a little further than that.
Was the head of his household. Yeah. Every Black Panther male was head of his household. Believe that. Believe that. And we don't have men the head of the households now. And that's why our households is all out of order. Because people been telling our women they don't need that.
And then also with the Black Panthers, let me put this in the mix. Black Panthers, they were doggone politicking for Black men to be exempt from military service. Reason being, between 1961 and 1967, more Black men died in Vietnam than any other nationality of people. And there was a plan put into place in 1966 to recruit another 100,000 Black men to go to Vietnam. Now, who was the head of this country during the 60s? Which party?
Democratic Party.
Oh, okay. That tells you something right there.
I just don't understand.
Need I say more?
Party. I don't either.
Well, but you know what, guys? Let me just say this.
You kill off. Whoa! I'll be brief too. You kill off all the Black men. You kill off all the Black men that are in charge of the households. The women are left to fend for themselves. Now today is the women threw the Black men out. No, the Black men were gone. You had a whole big portion that got killed. You had another big portion that came back on drugs that could not lead the household. So the Black women had no choice at all but to do it them damn selves. Hello.
Can I ask this sister a question? Sister, let me ask you a question, sis. If there was no Black men in America, would you be safe?
Of course not. I need my Black men.
Okay, then. So why do y'all put us down? Why do y'all put us down? Why do y'all put us down?
That's a hard
Don't treat all Black women with that same brush.
I'm not.
I'm not. The same way.
The 90% that voted for the Democrat Party do not respect a man. A man voice.
That's not true,
a man has no voice. What voice does a Black man have in a Democrat Party? What voice does he have?
That has absolutely nothing to do with
what voice do you have?
Wow, that's deep, but I never thought about that.
I don't vote for Republicans. That's what y'all don't understand.
White American Party, you definitely don't have a voice in there either.
If we don't vote for them, then I don't need to have a voice for them. I don't need to have a voice in Republican Party if I don't.
So don't you have any voice in the Democratic Party? So what are you asking her that for?
We don't have any voice. You get canceled.
Exactly, Black man. So understand yourself. Ask yourself why you don't have a voice.
No.
Because they don't want. It's not about masculinity. It's about feminine. It's about
is it Black women or is it white men?
It's the white woman controlling the whole thing. It's feminine.
So why you going hard on a Black woman for that?
A man cannot operate under a feminist. Period.
But understand this is a Black man. I'm gonna say this. As the patriarchal society to be in, white men rule, they're dominant over America.
But he can't do it without us though. He can't do it without us.
But listen, so you're party to making big him up, right?
No, I can pick myself up. This is America where you have freedom to do that.
Right, they're not talking to a man. But white man told us that you wasn't a man because they separated your family. They took us out of. They took us out of the shed. They did everything.
You're talking about a long time ago. I'm talking about today, though. I'm talking about today. Let's not talk about the past. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about the future. Let's talk about what we can control right now. Let's talk about what we can control right now.
About your control, you need to talk to white men. It's not.
I don't need to talk to them. I need to talk to my brothers and sisters. I don't need what a white man. That's what y'all don't get. That's what y'all don't get.
You don't feel like you're a man, whoever. That's the white man doing that to you. It's not us.
No, you don't. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to face the fact.
What are you taking this?
She don't respect Black men. Period. That's all she taking.
We
Hold it.
respect you.
She don't respect black men. She don't respect black men.
Black men are afraid to talk to the white men. You blame it on us.
We don't follow feminists.
You blame it on the black women about you all not being a black man in our community.
No.
The white man is over me and you.
No, he's not over me.
That's the conversation we need to have. We are in a white society that
black people
they were able to save time. They were able to sell your kids. They were able to knock on your woman's door and tell you to go sit down while they go do their business with your woman. They emasculate you. It's not us.
That'll never happen today.
It's us.
Okay. All right.
Stop telling us.
Why are you reaching way back? How about reach back to 1994
I'm not reaching way back. I'm talking on your shoulder and reminding
you they don't want to talk about the fact.
No, she don't respect black men.
What you said to me, what you said to me. Yeah, I know that happened. Why you said that to me?
She don't like
How about 1994?
She don't respect black men. She don't respect black men.
I'm a natural born citizen of the United States of America.
Actually, 170 if I respect black men.
You don't. You don't respect black men.
Sarge, what you talking about? The 1940s?
I respect black men.
No, you don't.
I don't respect black men by telling the truth.
No. You can't. Listen. You can't. No. How you gonna overtalk me? Now listen. How are you gonna overtalk me? How you gonna overtalk me?
I'm asking you.
No, you're not asking nothing. Here, you can't talk here until you learn how to respect. You don't respect no black man. You know what I'm saying? You don't. Listen. You're not running no show here, ma'am. Hold on, y'all. Hold it, y'all. Brothers, hold it, sister. Brothers, listen to me. This sister, she do not respect black men. She don't respect black men, period, at all. Go get your white man and go to a white show.
Or migrant, or one of them illegals.
She don't respect black men. She ain't got no respect. She have no order. She have no order. She call herself educated, and you don't have no order. You can't even sit and listen. You want to?
Okay, well, how about this? You know what? Guess what? When it came to the cabin, you could do anything.
Listen to her. Listen to her. Listen to her.
Listen.
Why did you go with him then? Why did you go with him?
You did all that. I didn't go with them because I know if I didn't go with him, then he would kill me and you. So I didn't save us.
Okay, then. That's why we didn't stop him.
But what did you do?
But that's why we didn't stop him.
When he knocked on the cabin door, what did you do?
It goes both ways, though.
When he knocked on the cabin door, as a man, what did you do?
When he knocked on the cabin door, you went with him.
Come up to the time when you were born.
And so if I didn't go with him, guess who would be dead?
And okay, and I guess if I had stopped them, guess who would be dead? Guess who would be dead?
She don't respect black men. Hey y'all, good night. Good night, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. I don't like her spirit because she's very disrespectful.
Get rid of her.
Yeah. She coming. Listen.
So I said when a white man knocked on the cabin,
ma'am, I'm going to ask you for the. Hold it, y'all. Hold it. I'm going to ask you for the final time. Listen, black woman. Are you a black woman? Hey, y'all, quit talking. Hold it.
So I'm saying when he knocked on the black people's cabin, what do you happen?
You're not talking, ma'am. Ma'am.
No, guess what? Because guess what? You have no answer.
Oh my God.
She's
I just
ignorant.
told you, you went with him. That's the answer. You went with him. That's the answer.
Hey, brother. Brother, don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing to her. Don't say nothing. I've been on it 2 hours. Don't say nothing to her because she don't have no respect for a black man. I told you all one. You're arguing with a stop sign. You don't have no respect for no black man.
They don't like it. They don't like it.
Don't like what?
I don't like black men.
She don't like black men. Go get your woman. Go get your woman.
When they knocked on
Go
the
get your
cabin door
woman.
and they said,
Go get your woman. Get what you like. Go get your
What
woman.
did you
I'm
do?
accountable. I'm
Yeah.
very accountable for my
Well,
actions.
they knocked on the door and they said, "Come here."
I'm finna
What
too.
did you do?
Hold
How
on,
do
finna
we
too.
get from 2025
You
to
blame
going back to the
after that.
1700s?
She
You
don't have
blame
no
it on
respect.
me. What the white men are doing to you blame it on us. I'm tired.
She is very disrespectful, y'all. Very disrespectful. Let me pull this screen up. Right here. Let me get rid of her because I'm tired of listening to her. I am very tired of listening to her. Pull the screen up. I couldn't find the screen for nothing. Hold on. There it is right here. Let me get rid of her. She is a disrespectful person. Very disrespectful. Right here. Here she is right here. Let me make this screen large. And she got to go. Mute.
Can you stop? I mean, really, you can't talk over people
Hit
like
the
that.
road, Jack.
She
And
gone,
don't
y'all.
Come back no more, no
She
more,
gone.
no more, no more. Hit
She
the
gone.
road, Jack. She gone. Don't make
Mark, sorry, what were you saying about 1994? Were you talking about the 1994 crime bill? Is that why you brought
Yes,
that
I
up?
was. And
You said
that took hellified black men out of the home. And not only that, if a black woman was dating a drug dealer and they could prove that she got nice cars or gifts or jewelry or whatever she did for conspiracy. Hello, see, I like this sister. She know exactly what I'm talking about. See? So now you got the black man and the black woman. They got a 2-for-1 over what? Crack rock. Imported by who? Reagan and the CIA, the cocaine.
Okay.
And the Mexicans.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, y'all.
So that's the Republican. So
Listen.
Look,
Sergeant.
And the Mexicans.
black people have been on the chopping block in the United States
Sergeant.
forever.
We finna end it. It's been 2 hours. I appreciate everyone. Those who just stayed up and sacrificed and got to go to work.
The whole time.
Yeah. And
let those people come in here, y'all.
okay, you at work already, huh? I got to get up and go to work in the morning.
Yeah, it's just quiet around these
Okay.
halls.
Okay. Oh, listen. Well, I appreciate. But you know what, people? Let me just say, I don't care for women or men that don't respect the panel. Period. And I understand we have different agreements, and some of us Democrats, some of us Republicans. Cool, whatever. That's your choice. You have a right to be who you are, whatever, the way you think. But as far as you get on here and you just gonna overtalk the host, and like I'm not even sitting here, and I'm giving us freedom. You don't respect the freedom that I'm giving us. You know, no other platform such as this that you can come on here on YouTube, Facebook, and I don't know you from a can of paint, but I allow you to speak your mind. And then you don't want to respect me. She has no respect for black men. That's all I was saying. You could tell. Or women. Here's a person that loves to talk, but never loves to listen. You got to listen. None of us on this panel know everything. You have some highly educated people on this panel. You got some people who have some life experiences. We can all learn from each other. But this particular young lady, she knows it all. Nobody knows anything but her. She need to get her own show so she can just start babbling off. Because I know she ain't got no man. She can't have no man talk the way she talk. She can't. I'm sorry. And if he is, he's a simp, or he homeless, he's scared to open up his mouth or something. She can't have a man.
Yeah,
the way she talk.
A homosexual.
Yeah.
He'd be a hobo who was with him having sex with her.
Right. So, hey, y'all, I listen. I appreciate you guys, but I got to go, people. It's been a great show, and hopefully, if I have enough strength, I'll come on again tomorrow.
You already know what it is. Live,
No problem.
uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love